Okay. And then what's the other thing? You said toxic?
Yes.
What do you mean by toxic?
Don't give you like a space or yes, control you all the time. And I had a bad experience about that and this history and these studies and in the
Control.
the
How did he control? How?
So, like where are you going?
Don't go there.
Stay home. Don't go there. Yes. Why are you wearing this dress or something
Do you
like
think
that?
that's controlling though?
Or call you all the times, like
where you at,
50
bitch?
times a day.
Do you think that's controlling or a man that cares about you?
No, controlling. Like cares about you. Yes, you can call me like 2 times a day. Like this is like care about me, but not 50 times.
I guess it could be two sides because I don't mind if someone calls me all the time. Like I enjoy that.
I will say, like, as a woman, I'm hearing all the like I want space from my man is a little mind-boggling and confusing to me. And I'll say that because like all I want is their undivided time and attention. And I know when they're a busy person, I can't have that. And that's very hard for me because all I want to do is be with them 24/7.
Yeah, that's
like
why
I'm not a clingy type like
space. Like I want to be able to like have our own lives and whatever. You want to go out with your friends and enjoy yourself with your friends, like that's cool, whatever. But like I want you to come home and crawl in bed with me, and I want to be there, and I want to like cook for you. Like if you're asking me where I'm going because I'm leaving and like what I'm doing, and you don't want me to leave and you want me there with you, like I want to stay inside.
Stop the cap.
All right.
No, shut up, Chris. You know that's true.
So, so for you, it's being cheap and toxic, as in like they bother you too much. They call you 50 times a day or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
I think there is
All right.
the balance. Have to be a balance.
Don't call you a lot. That's fine. That's fine. But I disagree with you on like, dressing a certain way. I think if a woman is with a man, she shouldn't be dressing provocatively unless that man is there. And she shouldn't be going to nightclubs or going to places where alcohol is served and there's a bunch of men trying to talk to her without him there either.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
I don't think a woman should be going to clubs or bars or any of these places without her man.
Or traveling.
Is that you disagree?
Or traveling alone.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with traveling alone if you're
Follow
single.
her.
Like,
You have to trust your woman.
yes.
Like if you don't trust your woman, it's cannot be a relationship. Like,
Okay, but would
it's
you
not a
trust your
relationship.
man if he goes alone on a trip?
Yes, I do because
I
if I
don't
don't
know.
trust him, I cannot stay with him
Period.
because it's not good. I'm not happy. Like worry all the time about where he go, like who is with him. No, it's not like a healthy relationship for me.
What's worse, if a man cheats or if a woman cheats?
Woman.
Which one is worse for the relationship? I'm asking her. If you had to pick one.
I think when the man cheating, usually he stay with a woman. He's like just for have fun. When the woman cheating is more dangerous because much of the time he leave the man and go with the
Okay.
lover.
So cheating for women is worse, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So bars, nightclubs, isn't it easier for women to cheat?
No,
You don't think it's easier for women to cheat
no,
than men?
because if somebody wanna cheat a partner, he can go to the supermarket. He can go out like 5 minutes.
The
He can
supermarket
cheat.
cheating,
Like,
bro.
It's a really good place to pick up women, actually.
he can find
You can kind
somebody
of
Let's say,
everywhere.
hold on. Let's say you and your husband went to a nightclub. Who do you think is going to have an easier time meeting the opposite gender?
Woman.
Woman, of course.
So it's easier for you to cheat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have more opportunity
Exactly.
to cheat
Yes.
if I want.
So that means it's easier, right?
Yes, but
So since it's easier for you to cheat, doesn't that mean that you have to work a little bit harder to avoid cheating? Since it's so much easier for you to cheat?
Yes.
It's just common logic.
Do you want
I
the
don't
men?
know because like
no, and I agree because it's not. I have more opportunity, but I grow up like I don't feel I need to cheat my man. Like I can have like 100 men under me, but
Wait, you
I
did?
love him.
100 men.
I love him, so I don't have this temptation to cheating him. Like I don't see them. I don't see the other men. I see just my partner, my husband.
But that's when you're in love with a person.
Yeah.
When a
If
woman
I-
is in love with somebody, they don't look at another person.
Yes.
That's
If I
right.
I think the chat sees what I'm seeing.
If
No,
I feel to start-
I
Yeah, but
do
if
see
you're
where
a-
his where
But see, I get what you're saying because if a woman loves a man, she doesn't want to cheat. However, she also would say, you know what, this environment is not healthy for me to be in. So
Yeah.
as a result, if I love my man, I don't want to be here.
Well,
Yeah.
for a man, it's a red flag if his girl wants to go out to bars and clubs without him, because what's the motivation there?
Mhm.
Like, why is
Yeah.
it? What? Like, how come?
Yeah.
Why is it happening?
I think like stay with a person doesn't mean like just him exists. Like you have to have friends because
Yeah.
it's gonna be a toxic relationship. You have to have your space,
No, no.
your
You
passion.
can have
like
friends, but you don't have to go out to nightclubs.
Yeah,
and
friends
be
are important, like
But
100%.
like,
But
if you're a person like you
Why don't
don't
you stay in the house and
cheat
drink
your
wine?
partner,
Why-
you can go
why don't you
everywhere.
guys stay in the
don't
house and drink
cheat.
wine?
you can wine and canvas, go to
Yeah.
dinner. You can do.
But what if you go out
Yeah,
with all of your
coffee
friends that are also in
dates.
relationships or married? Like you want to go out with your friends, you know,
Like-
and they're all in relationships or married, you know? It's like,
I
oh, let's go out, you know, let's link up or whatever, or go on a date, like a double date. or
Yeah,
triple
where
date,
like your husbands all go to. Like I don't know. I don't want to be in a club without my.
yeah.
But if I'm in a relationship, I don't want to be in a club without them. Also, because like I said, when people are coming up to you, like you can say I have a boyfriend or I'm married or whatever all you want, but people are, as women,
Yeah.
going to repetitively come and hit on us and try to take us home and bother us and like saying no all night. Like then it just becomes annoying, and then my night is ruined and bothered because I'm not having a good time. I'm telling people to get away from me. Yeah, like it's just not. That's not enjoyable.
Right.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I agree.
All right. So you still want to be able to go to the club and dress however you want with your man there or not?
It's not a dress, it's not a club, it's a person. Like you decide to cheat somebody, it's not because I'm the club, so I cheated somebody.
So you're saying
no.
as an individual, you decide what you
yes,
want to do.
it's your values.
But once again, the environment, it's not healthy. No?
I
you don't
have
think
this,
so?
sorry.
What's
Can you
unhealthy
repeat
about the environment?
I'm saying,
Like,
for
What
example,
is the environment?
Go ahead.
Como
El ambiente.
del
Temptation.
el sitio,
all around.
el lugar.
Okay, I work like a model in Italy.
Oh,
For,
you're a model?
In Italy, I was a model.
You been in Vogue?
No,
Then you're not a model. Go ahead.
no professional, like no high level model, but it was
When you were a model, how long were you a model for? From what ages? What age were you a model?
like 22 years old until
Two.
I came here, like
damn.
31 years
A while ago.
old.
That was a long time ago.
So, okay, so 22 to 31, and then you met your husband when you were how old? Were you when you met him?
No, I was here. But I was in a relationship when I was in Italy. I was a model. And when you are a model, you met a lot of people.
No, I
a
know,
lot
I know.
man, but I never cheat my
But I'm saying, when did you meet your
boyfriend.
husband that you have now? When did you meet him?
2017.
Okay, so you met him when you were like 31.
6 years
Yeah.
ago.
Okay, all right. So you met him at 31, and then before him, did you have like another boyfriend? You
I
said
had a boyfriend in Italy
Before-
before to came here.
before,
Yes.
and why didn't that work out with your boyfriend?
Because it was a long relationship. Like we live in a different city.
Mm,
And I want
okay.
left Italy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to live in Italy anymore, and he wants to stay in Italy. So we didn't have the same plan for the future.
Okay. Was he a model too, or
No, I was an engineer.
okay? From 22 to you were with him from 22 to 31.
No, no, I had 22 to 28.
Okay. All right. Very interesting.
very.
Okay. All right. So you don't want nobody to tell you what to do.
No.
Fair enough. I see what's
We
going
see
on
pattern here.
Yeah, I see the pattern here. That's fine. And what about you? What is a red flag for you for man?
I guess like a guy that just follows like a lot of women on like social media and he's just like always liking their pictures and stuff. I think that's a red flag.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a red flag for me. Just like liking a bunch of pictures and like I think that's what falls under her umbrella of friendly. Because I feel like that's friendly like with women, you know, like you gotta like hold like your girlfriend at a different standard and like I don't know, show them a different type
Value.
of love. Yeah, and like I just don't think it's cool because you kind of like put your girlfriend like in a you embarrass her by doing that by liking all these pictures and following all these girls because it's like oh like he doesn't care about her like,
Vice versa, though.
Yeah.
Guys, if you do the same thing, they be
Vice versa. Guys, if you be liking guys' pictures, they're gonna be on your ass too. Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
you liking these niggas' pictures? Like, but yeah, we like
You can't because that makes you a hoe.
exactly.
big
But
facts.
we have a title, but you guys could do it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
what
guys
about
don't have a
guys, huh?
title.
A man fucking a bunch of bitches is not the same as a woman fucking a bunch of dudes. Not even close.
Okay, but one thing
There's,
is liking
like,
and another
bro,
thing is
like-
fucking.
Huh?
One thing is liking and another thing is fucking.
Yeah, but any type of behavior done by a woman that could lead to fucking is unacceptable, especially if you have a man. Whether that's going to the club, like
That's
it's crazy to me
agreeable.
how like one thing
But if
about your
women
guys'
have-
answers that I've noticed is like toxic, controlling, calling me or whatever there may be. Like women got to understand that if you're going to be in a relationship with a man and that man has any set of balls or a backbone, he's going to have standards and regulations and boundaries. So if you want to behave like you're single, then be single. But it's very disrespectful to the man that you behave like you're single when you have a man. Going to the club, dressing provocatively on the internet, dressing provocatively when he's not there, wanting to go out in social situations, drinking with other people that isn't him. Like, I find it crazy how girls want to be able to have a man at home, but be able to reserve the right to still do all the things that make them look like they're single.
But what if I'm
Miami.
not doing that and he's doing that then?
Men and women aren't the same. Too bad.
But like, what do you mean?
Too bad.
That makes no
Like,
sense.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't.
So
Because,
you have the
look,
freedom and we don't.
Yeah, Myron.
Yeah.
Because like,
So what made you fall in love with me in the first place? If like
By you not being a whore.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Men and women are not the same. Like a guy that can attract a bunch of chicks or a dude that fucks a bunch of girls is attractive. A girl that fucks a bunch of dudes or puts herself out there for a bunch of dudes is not attractive.
Can I ask
It's
a
not
question?
the same at all.
I
Like if
agree.
I go
I
into
agree.
when you go to a nightclub, right? Or you go to a VIP section, it's a higher status man with a bunch of bitches.
Mhm.
You are never going to go into a VIP section and see chicks with a bunch of dudes. It doesn't work the other way
Mhm.
around. Women love men that have other women, and it honestly keeps y'all in check. So it's a good thing. But when you have a bunch of dudes, it's unattractive. I don't know why women don't understand. You guys only like the double standards that benefit you. Getting into nightclubs for free, getting attention, getting validation, getting, worship just
Pampered.
because you have a vagina. For men, life is much harder. So since life is much harder for us to be attracted to the opposite gender, we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor differently than you guys do. Y'all don't have to work for shit. Just go in, be hot and young, good enough. For us, we have to acquire some status, acquire some confidence, dress well,
That's
smell
true.
good, etc. You can have everything together. She's still gonna reject you. This girl over here, right? So it's like, yo, as a man, we get certain privileges that y'all don't because you don't earn your value. So I don't know why women don't get this. Like,
But I was saying in a relationship though, because like, what if I'm at home and I'm not doing any of those things, and then you're out in the club and you're doing that?
okay, and
What do you mean?
what?
if I busted my ass and I got to a certain point and I'm an attractive man, right?
Why
I
are you
should
in a
be able to fuck as many
relationship?
bitches as I want.
Okay,
Not
but then
if
why
you're
should
in a
we relationship
relationship.
together?
Yeah, I think the big caveat here is these are boundaries that are like set, right? Like obviously, if you're a dude and you're like, I'm gonna be monogamous with you, I'm never gonna cheat on you, and you do that, I don't think that's good. But I think it's okay. It's gonna be more.
Established.
It's gonna be more accepted,
Yeah.
for a guy who's in this position to be able to set these boundaries,
Yeah.
and still execute. Like there's gonna be more. There's not gonna be any dudes who are gonna be like, okay, you can fuck as many girls as you want. That's not gonna happen.
Never, yeah.
But in reality, women with a guy who's built his life up, it can happen in practice, right?
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah.
But
A girl will accept a man that has multiple women, but a man almost never will accept a woman that has multiple dudes.
Yep.
Unless if he does accept it, those are the guys you don't want anyway.
But can you agree? Let's say we go to a club, right? I go to a club. It's gonna be different from when you go to a club. You may get to go on a table, get free bottles, get free liquor. If I go, I gotta pay for a table.
Man,
Oh,
hold on.
environment.
Let's switch it up. Hold on, no. Because women are retarded with this shit. Us going to a club are not the same. Let's say I go to the club and I got a bunch of bad bitches that are going to come up to me that are hotter than you, younger than you, thinner than you, better body than you, more money than you, and they're offering to fly me out. They're offering to give me a bottle. They're offering me a job. They're offering me certain opportunities that you'll never fucking be able to do, right? And they're going to pay me $10K. Would you let me go to the club?
Yeah.
You gonna split it? You gonna bring the money back? You gonna bring the money back?
Yeah, you're trying to be funny. No, it's all my money because my money is my money, remember?
No.
I'm the girl. Exactly. Y'all would never allow that shit, but for some odd reason, you guys want us to accept you go into a nightclub where it's gonna bring you a bunch of shit. Guys that might have more money than me, more status than me, etc. Why the fuck am I gonna go ahead and put my Rolex in the hood? That's essentially what it comes down to. You're letting your girl, right, which is a prized possession, it should be if you
Yes.
worked hard together, letting her go to a bunch of criminals or hoodlums, leaving it out there, and it could get stolen.
Are
But
we
if
talking
we flipped
about?
it around, right, I find it crazy to me how if I was going to go to the club and have the same opportunities y'all had with all the hot girls coming up to me, giving me all these opportunities, y'all would never let that shit fly. Y'all be like, fuck no, stay your ass at home. Drink some wine with your friends.
Does that mean that you would do it though?
What do you mean?
Like what is a let? Like, are we talking about somebody being uncomfortable with something, or are we talking about her literally standing in front of the door, blocking the door with her body, not letting and hiding your keys and not letting you go anywhere?
No, I'm just giving you an analogy where if the roles were flipped and I had all the opportunities in the nightclub that a woman enjoys, as a man, y'all would have a serious issue with me going. But women know subconsciously when men go to the club, they have to pay their way in. It's annoying to deal with girls there. It's not as easy to pick up a chick. I got to pay to get a section versus girls get in there for free. If I had the same opportunities as a man in the nightclub that a woman did, you guys would be a lot more cautious about me going to the club.
Yeah, because a man, if I roll up to the club, I'm not going to accidentally get laid. It's not an accident, right? There's like a series of actions that have to take place. As a woman, you have guys approaching you all night. If you just are a little bit friendly, all of a sudden now maybe you're sitting next to him in a more exclusive venue, and then he's asking you to go back to his place. Like one thing leads to the next. For a guy, that all has to be like calculated maneuvers that happen.
But if it's easier for women to cheat, can't that happen anywhere?
Yeah, but at a nightclub, it's a lot more likely to happen than the grocery
It's a lot
store.
easier if you're at a club when people are very close together. You're drinking. When you're drinking,
walk
you're
in a
not
grocery
thinking.
store,
You're doing drugs.
You're getting
It's
approached.
simple. You got milk, you got a table, two different scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, is it true that, because I get where she's going here. Well, I could get hit on anywhere. If I'm wearing sweatpants, guys are going to come up to me anyway. That's true. But it's for the same reason that people want to go and move to a certain place. For example, you said you teach an hour from here, right?
Yeah.
So people obviously live in that school district, in that area, because it's probably a better school system than here in Miami, right? We have some of the worst school districts here in South Florida.
Hell yeah.
So they go to another location. Now, is the rate of crime and the school, shitty teachers, etc., is it still possible that you're going to get a shitty teacher where you teach?
Yeah,
of course. But the likelihood goes down because you're paying more tax dollars, you're getting better teachers. So the probability goes up that your kid's going to get a higher quality education. Same exact thing. The probability goes down when my girl doesn't go to the club, but it goes up when she goes to the club and puts herself in a certain
My girl walks
situation.
into Target. She's not going to accidentally get like picked. Maybe she gets approached by one dude or two
Yeah.
dudes. If she goes to the club and she's dressing super sexy, she's going to get approached by 50 dudes minimum that night.
It's called pretty privilege.
Yeah,
Okay.
but first of all, if you're dating.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm
So
sorry.
women live life on easy mode. Real quick, we're gonna kill Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Rumble and YouTube. Come on over